Oh my freaking shit. I'm already not ready. You might think that that was a clip from my reaction, but it's not. It's not. I haven't even started watching the episode yet because when I opened the episode, just, click, this is the episode we're going to watch, pause it so I can do my intro. The first thing I see is big ass letters on the screen saying this program contains graphic content, adult themes and violence that may not be suitable for some viewers and is inappropriate for children. This content is entirely fictional. The content is intended for mature audiences only. That's a bad sign. That's a very bad sign. I am probably going to lose my... It's not a good sign. Okay, I'm just gonna jump in. Screen is there. It's episode something. I'm not ready, but I'm going to watch it anyway. So, let's go. Wait, just me before. There we go. Because otherwise it's going to be like they're whispering and I need everything ready.
同じ夢を見るんだ。開拓地で首を吊ったおじさんの夢だ。なんで首をくる前に僕たちにあんな話をしたんだろうって。
マルセルを置いて逃げた私たちに何か言えるわけないのにね。
僕はなぜかこう思うんだ。あのおじさんはきっと誰かに裁いて欲しかったんじゃないかな。
To be judged?
お二人は古い友人だと聞いたんですが。ですよね、クルーガーさん。あ
あ、お互い積もる話が多くてな。何から話せばいいかわからないんだ。
ありえない。エレン。
あらまあ。
これはアズマ人家の皆様。
Oh, she's the nice lady.
お邪魔だったかしらね。少し顔を見に来ただけなの。健闘を祈りますよ。
痛み入ります、清美様。
座れよ、ライナ。この上の建物は普通の住居だ。ステージの裏側だが、多くの住民が。
Oh no! Please no! Please no! Please no! Please no! Please no!
ですか。ああ、擦り傷だ。
Please no! Please no! Please no! Please no! Please no! Don't become.
座れよ。
Please. Just use it as a threat, but don't do it. Please don't become what you hate. Please. Just a threat. Just please.
マルコ、言う通りにするんだ。
はい。
さて、行きましょうか。
兄は生きてる。帰ってくると約束したんだ。しかしまさかこの収容区で宣戦布告を行になるとは。
すごい、カルビー元帥まで来てるよ。
マーレ軍の中枢が収容区に揃うなんて。それに各国の大使や名家の数々。ファルコとブラウンさんはまだかな。
マーレの戦士よ、マガト隊長がお呼びだ。
エレン、どうやって何しにここに来た。
お前と同じだよ。わからないか。お前と同じだよ。聞こうぜ。
Do they? Are you? Is that? What? No. Fuck, I just see blonde hair and blue eyes, and I'm like, wait, Armin, is that you? They've all infiltrated. Declaration of war, and Eren is there, and but how would they have? We had no choice. Yeah. Sure. I need to read this closely. Roughly 100 years ago, the Eldian Empire ruled the world with the power of the Titans. So, a mere 100 years ago. That is like not even 2 generations. 100 years ago. The Eldian Empire ruled the world with the power of the Titans.
始祖ユミルの出現から今日に至るまでに現世の人類が3度絶滅しても足りないほどの命が巨人に奪われたとされています。
There it is.
巨人によって途方もない数の民族や文化、その歴史が奪われてきたのです。その殺戮こそが人類史であり、エルディア帝国の歩んだ歴史でした。巨人大戦の始まりです。8つの巨人を持つ家が血を流し合ったのです。彼こそが英雄ヘイロス。エルディア帝国は次々と同士討ちに倒れていきました。そして彼はタイバー家と手を組み、勝つことは不可能とされたフリッツ王さえも島に退き、世界を踏み潰せるだけの幾千万もの巨人があの島に控えています。今現在我々の世界がまだ踏み潰されずに存在しているのは偶然である。我が祖国マーレはその脅威を排除すべく4体の巨人を島に送り込みましたが、返り討ちに終わり、戻ってこられたのは鎧の巨人のみ。
They were beaten back. We sent 4, just 4, and they were beaten back as if. Okay.
ってこられたのは鎧の巨人のみ。
あれが壁を破壊した理由だろ。お前たちは世界を救おうとした。そうなんだろ。
Wait. You're wanted at the gate, Jaeger, and then you two come. Is this Armin? Is this Armin? Is it? Why is this face hidden? I'm just looking for Armin, okay?
そんなピークさんこそ今日はご機嫌なんですかね。何をしている？行くぞ。
Oh, the Titans are.
我がと隊長はどこに？
なんなんだこれは。なんでブラウン副長があんな
I feel like I want to throw up.
クルーガーさんは古い友人じゃないのか。
Information available. The Power of the Island operation to retake the founding Titan. A mission executed under the command of Theo Magast. 4 warriors were sent to complete. Marcel, Rainer, Berthold, Annie. Their objective was to infiltrate, retake the founding Titan, and return it to Marley. 5 years after it began, 2 warriors were captured by the enemy, and 1 other was killed. Though a prisoner possessing the Jaw Titan was brought back to Marley, of the original members, only Rainer returned safely. Okay, so before we continue, there's just 2 things that I want to say, or just that I want to consider, actually. Just, that's important for me, or what I remember is when these 4 went, right? We saw that Marcel had doubts. We saw that Annie, I need to rewatch that episode, but I'm pretty sure we saw that Marcel had doubts, but then and that's maybe sowed some doubts within Annie as well. And then the Jaw Titan woke up, which was Ymir under, obviously she wasn't conscious. And then they ran away and Marcel was eaten because he saved Rainer. And then Annie wanted to go back, I think out of maybe the doubt that was sowed in her heart, I don't know. But also, you know, they just lost Marcel, which was like, he was the leader or something, as far as I understand it. But then Reiner said no. And so, just to the people who said, you know, oh, they don't have a choice, they don't have a choice, they objectively did have other choices. And my main issue was never even with before they went in, it was more with the second time they tried to do it after, you know, spending time with Aaron, them seeing that they aren't what they were told. Their choice may have sucked, but they had a choice. And if you listen in that episode, it's clear. It's just that Reiner said, no, this is what we're doing. And then they were like, yeah, you're right, let's go. But there were many other options. What it would have led to, would it have led to something worse, better, whatever? That is also to be discussed. But once again, I want to emphasize, that's not even the main point where I said, oh, they don't have a choice. My main issue is with later, when, you know, they were inside, they saw Aaron and them, they had access to many higher ups which they could have talked to, or, you know, there were options weren't ideal, like, well, there wasn't like something that you're going to do, ooh, everything just worked out perfectly if we do this and that would be so nice. No, that's not how war works. I get that. It would have ended up in difficult decisions anyway. All of it was difficult decisions, but they chose to, you know, continue the mission, and that was their choice. And if you agree with that choice, then that's fine. If you think you would have done the same thing in that situation, then that's fine. But to say that they didn't have a choice, and I also don't agree with Aaron. If he's gonna do the same thing now that they did, if he's gonna turn into a Titan and just like fucking just pile those innocent people and just use the same excuse, oh, well, we didn't have a choice. No, you have no choice. Like, the alternatives might not be nicer or whatever, but anyway. And we can obviously, we can talk about or speculate, there's the word. We can speculate about the other choices and what it might have led to. But that's not even such a big, because we can't really know. You think, oh, they couldn't have done that because this would have definitely happened. Like, no. We see that even here, that guy, Magath, kind of, I wouldn't say he's on their side, but he's somewhat sympathetic. I don't know how to, I'll have to find a better way to say that. Maybe someone in the comments can just explain, or I don't know, explain a bit about Magath's. We could see how he was towards them. He knows that, or at least he seems to know that what they're doing. And wasn't he also the one that said to send 4 kids wasn't a good idea? I don't know. But anyway, that's one thing. And then the second thing that I just quickly want to say, the first thing was just that I wanted people to be aware that I still think that there was a choice. And even in this case with Aaron now, kind of saying, oh, I'm doing the same thing you did because you didn't have a choice, right? I'm like, no, I don't like where this is going, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and hope that he shows him that there's always a choice, but we'll see. Doesn't seem likely considering he has the Attack Titan, and the Attack Titan is doesn't have a nice history there, and I don't know if they're bound to the will of the, I don't know how it works. Like, you know, with the founding Titan and how they say they want to do, this and this, and then they get the power and then they don't do it. So that seems to be something. But I just wanted to be aware of that you know, Annie and them and even Marcel, it seems like they wanted to do something differently, or and then blah, 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 blah. Established. Okay, second thing is, I just wanted, this is not to do with the story so much, but I just wanted to tell everyone, if you would have made the same decision as them, that's cool. You can't know for sure because, you know, you're the person you are now. In that decision, you might have leaned towards Marcel or Annie. But there were people last time that said in their arguments, they think they're making a good point. If you were in their situation, you would have done the exact same thing. People don't seem to understand that if they were in their feet or in their shoes, they would have done the exact same thing. Like, you can't decide for me what I would do in a fictional world. You don't know me. You don't know what I'd be like in this world. I might have done the same thing. I might not have. You wouldn't even be able to know what you would have done. You can imagine like, oh, I think I would have done the same thing. But you don't decide for me what I would have done, okay? Might have been more like, there's actually, the characters in the story showed signs of wanting to do something differently. So how can you just decide for me? Like, the way that you phrase that ticks me off. Like, you just don't understand. You would have done the exact same thing. Not, they don't even say, I think you might have done the same thing. No. You would have done the exact same thing. Like, am I just end up blocking the next person that does that? Because if you really think that you can just decide for someone what they would have done and you can base your whole argument off of that, I don't think you're the kind of person that I want to spend my time on. But anyway, sorry. Okay, I feel bitter. I think I'm ready for this. Getting that out of my system worked. The truth! Or at least another truth. Like, I know there might not be an objective truth, like, oh, this is exactly how it happened and what happened. But that's what they believed in before. The story that he's told up to that point was the truth. But now he's going to tell a different perspective, another side, another version, if you will. And that is where, like, that's if you just know that, and then you can probably find a middle ground, and that's probably where the closest thing to the truth lies, is somewhere in the middle. I don't know. Maybe he's already done that. Maybe this part he's going to say now is the middle part, you know? The truth. It's not something that we see often told these days. Sorry.
ここからは我々タイバー家が戦鎚の巨人と共に受け継いできた記憶、その本当の真実を今回初めて公表させていただきます。あの戦争を終結させ、世界を救ったのはフリッツ王なのです。彼はエルディア帝国の残虐な歴史を嘆き、同族同士の争いに疲れ。
I'm sorry, but this shit, yesterday I spent 2.5 hours learning about the First World War. But I try to keep in mind, you know, well, you know, the history is told by the victors, you know, so I just have to keep that in mind and research as much as possible. Most of my thoughts and things that I learned is in my notes summarized. And it's just current events as well. It's just seeing all of this. It feels so satisfying. He anguished over the Eldian Empire's vicious history. Okay.
同族同士の争いに疲れ果て、何より虐げられ続けたマーレに心を痛めておられたのです。そしてできる限りのエルディア国民を島に移し、壁の門を閉ざしました。その際、安息を脅かせば幾千の巨人で報復すると言い残しました。しかし、これは真意ではありません。つまり、世界を守っていたのは我々が忌むべき壁の王だと思っていたカール・フリッツの平和を願う心なのです。後にマーレが力をつけ、王家の命や始祖の巨人を奪おうとするなら、それを受け入れる。 それほどまでにエルディア人の犯した罪は重く、決して
Which is
償うこと
where
は
I
でき
disagree,
ない。
but okay.
ただし、いずれ報復を受けるまでの間、壁の中の世界に争いのない束の間の楽園を享受したい。
But was it there? Did they get even that? No. No. Well, they were confined on the walls, and it wasn't ideal. But I guess there wasn't war in the walls. It was okay. But then people wanted to venture out, and then that's where shit started. And then they send them in, and But he knew that day was gonna come. But how can I just feel like awesome, nice king and everything, but he just decided that all the new kids that were born within the walls, everyone just was meant to atone for what people of the past did like 100 years ago? That's where I draw the line.
私がこの場をもって偽りの栄誉と決別したのは、この世界が置かれている危険な状況を理解したからです。
始まったか。
Please, hold on. Wait, but Aaron said listen. So Aaron knows what's going to be said. So do they have something to do with him finally choosing to reveal the truth? Why does he seem to know so much? Please don't do the same bad things. Please. But with that freaking thing in the beginning of the episode, I know that it's words.
なんだよこれは。
戦士を拘束する仕掛けだろうね。古典的だけど、この狭さじゃ巨大化できない。ましてや二人じゃ。
そこで見ててくれ。
Why did I even think that was Armin? His voice is too deep. I'm just freaking too desperate to see him. Stupid. But they must have gotten to him somehow, right? This Tiber. What if Armin is a descendant of the Tiber family? Because his parents tried to escape. They must have known more or something. Some of what I'm saying sounds like... I need to look at all the faces. There might be someone else hiding here somewhere. Is that... No. Almost said, is that... No.
俺のけじめだ。この壁はおよそ幾千万もの超大型巨人で作られており、盾と矛として平和を守ってきました。フリッツ王の平和思想は淘汰され、始祖の巨人はあるものに奪われました。世界に再び危機が迫っています。
Oh no!
平和への反逆者。その名はエレン・イエーガー。
悪いな、ファルコ。お前には助けられた。
あの手紙、俺に届けさせた。あの手紙は
家族宛ての手紙じゃなかったな。仲間には届いた。
まさか。
しかし現在、始祖の巨人を身に宿すエレン・イエーガーは地ならしを発動させる可能性を秘めています。
How do you
一度
know?
地ならしが発動されてしまえば、我々にできることはもうありません。
その通りだ。ビリー・タイバーの言う通り、俺は悪者だ。世界を滅ぼしちまうかもしれない。だが俺にもお前たちが悪者に見えた。なぜだ、ライナー。なんで母さんはあの日巨人に食われた？
それは俺たちがあの日壁を破壊したからだ。
なぜ壁を破壊した？
混乱に乗じて壁内に侵入し、壁の王の出方を伺うために。
その任務とは
始祖を奪還し、世界を救うことだ。
確かに俺は海の向こう側
But
に
now
全てが
you've learned.
そして今海を渡って敵と同じ屋根の下で敵と同じ飯を食った。ライナー、お前と同
Oh
じだ。
shit.
もちろんムカつくやつもいるし、いいやつ。
Why do you keep saying that? You sound like you're going where I want you to go with this. You say, I crossed the sea, I slept under the same roof, I ate the same food. You sound like you're going where I want you to go, where I wanted them to go. Like, oh, I see, you're not evil. I might reconsider that you guys are the devils that I've been told. But then you say I'm the same as you, which makes me worry because you're gonna do the same things. But let's just see.
もちろん海の外も壁の
So please stop the cycle.
だがお前たちは壁の中にいる奴らは悪魔だと教えられた。まだ何も知らない子供がそう叩き込まれた。一体何ができたよ、子供だったお前に。
違うんだエレン。俺はあの日マルセルが食われて兄とベルトルトは作戦を中止して。
Coming out of his own damn mouth. Boy, you've been redeemed in my eyes. Sorry. I feel very vindicated right now, so. He knows. As long as you know, that feels like a lot better as long as you know, okay? But let's see where it goes. Might be celebrating too early. Wow, okay.
引き返そうとしたのに、俺は二人を無理やり説得して作戦を続行させた。
Because the other choice sucked. I know. Doing the right thing is not easy, ever. And like I said before, it's not like I can kind of, they were kids, but then they spent 3 years with them. They slept under the same roof as them. They ate the same food as them. They met with Erwin and Hans and Levi, or saw them at least. And they knew the founding titan was there. If they could just give them the information. With Erwin's speeches, like, you didn't think that might have helped the whole situation? Like, what? Okay. Whew. But at least he knows. And when I say redeemed, I don't mean like, oh, everything you've ever done is now okay. But what I mean is, at least you know. At least you realize that, and that's the very fucking first step. Clearly it's been eating away at him all this time, and that's why he feels fucking, I don't know, depressed and everything. He wanted to kill himself. He almost killed himself if it wasn't for, seeing the next generation. Wanting to be there for them. And maybe the way that he can make up for it, or at least begin, I don't think he can, anyone can ever make up for killing someone. There's no way that you can do it. But I don't think that you should be killed. Like that whole story about the King Fritz, that said, oh, we can never atone, so I will take our deaths and just, that is our atonement. Like, no, you can't decide for other people that did nothing. You can't. There might not be ways. Especially when it's like, it's not even you that did anything, it's like a whole generation ago, the generation before you or whatever. So you can't make them pay with their lives for something someone else did. The difference with Reiner though is he did kill or lead to the deaths of many. He killed Marco. So there's no way that he could make up for those things. But at least when he's willing to acknowledge that what he did was wrong and that he talked them into going. There were other choices, but they sucked, so I just went on with it. I went on with what in that moment was easiest to do. To keep seeing you guys as devils. To fucking just kill everyone. He chose that, okay? At least he knows that. Now, spend the rest of your life giving back. Helping these kids to not make the same mistakes. there is no, like, you can't just be like, Reiner, I forgive you, man. Let's all sit around the campfire, roast marshmallows, and sing Kumbaya. Like, that, they talked about that guy. Bertolt said, did he want to be judged? Like, if we do bad things, there's a part of us that you're gonna suppress it, but there's a part of us that feel guilty. That guilt that we feel is we want to be judged. Like, maybe. I'm not saying that's for sure. It's just a philosophy or whatever about people and how we work. But they said it too. Did a part of that guy want to be judged? Because without judgment, can we be forgiven? Can we truly come to terms with the things we've done, the terrible, terrible things we've done? If someone just goes, we're good, you killed my mom, but I forgive you. No! You can't, it just doesn't work that way. It's not like his dad's dad killed his mom. Your actions led to the death of his mother. So it's just gonna be saying like, oh, it's fine, Reiner. You don't have a choice. When he knows he had a choice. You think that's gonna be okay for him? You think that's gonna heal his emotional scars? No. But let's see what happens.
俺は英雄になりたかった。誰かに尊敬されたかった。俺が悪いんだよ。お前の母親が巨人に食われたのは俺のせいだ。言われて自分が俺を殺してくれ。ですが、私は死にたくありません。それは私がこの世に生まれてきてしまったからです。我々は国も人種も異なる者同士です。しかし強大な敵を前にした今こそ一つになる時なのです。だから今死にたくない者は力を貸してほしい。
Is he going to sacrifice himself? Eren, oh my god, imagine if Eren is like, thank you for admitting that. Go on, live, make the world a better place, teach people to not make the same mistakes. And then he puts himself in the role of the bad guy, just like King Fritz did. Oh shit, no. And then, but I don't see that happening, because that freaking warning at the beginning of the episode, so it's not, and then, imagine if that's the end of Attack on Titan, but it won't be, because why was that warning there? Oh no! Do you mean this? I want you to join me in the fight against the devils of Paradis Island. I think we were born this way. Was he saying I'm the same as you? Did he know the true Reiner because of Reiner's, you know, the whole split personality thing, because he knew about that part of Reiner. So what if he knew about Reiner's guilt and he means that I'm the same as you? That part of me, the guilt. I don't know. Oh no. Shit. 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 Fucking shit. Oh god. The wheel keeps turning. Oh, the eyes though. Oh my god. Those fucking eyes. I hate those eyes. It's the same eyes that the King Fritz had. It's the will. It's like their will is taken away and they're just living out that freaking vow. Bitch. Okay. Well, I'm gonna fucking Willie died. But at least he revealed the truth and people, their media was there. And hopefully that media will reveal the actual truth. And not... Okay. Anyway. What was I saying now? Oh, I'm going to end the video because I'm going to get my reaction up first for my patrons. Mike will be editing for me. Reaction goes up depending on how fast Mike edits and how long my review will be. But my review will probably be up first. So I talked a lot in this episode, but it was fucking good. I'll probably give it a 10 out of 10. I'll probably give it a 10 out of 10. Damn, that whole thing. Ah, I feel so vindicated. Thank you, Rainer. Shit, my boy. He turned bad. What the frick is going on? Where is everyone? Where's all... Let me review first. Okay. See you guys next week for... I think episode... Oh, wait. I want to see the... I'm not going to listen to the ending song now. I'm way too hyped for that. This was episode 64, Declaration of War. I just want to see the... Oh, I want to watch the preview. There is a preview. I forgot about the preview. Sorry, I'm overexcited. Oh my god. This show... Damn. If well, hopefully next generation, but you know what aligns with this perfectly? The current arc of One Piece where I'm at, not on YouTube. I'm around episode 540s. I just finished watching One Piece episode 544 to 547. Watched it on Friday, and it aligns so perfectly. The messages, like the lessons that we learn in that 4 episodes. And the 4 before that as well. But just there's so much to learn. I love that these shows still. And that's why they're like just up there. They're quality fucking best. Oh, good shows.
突如現れた進撃の巨人。その方向響く中、容赦なく踏み殺されていく人々。暴虐を尽くすエレンに。
To stop Aaron's rampage, the Warhammer swings.
戦鎚が振り下ろされる。次回、戦鎚の巨人。
Oh my god, that's gonna be so fucking crazy. I'm not ready. Okay, so this episode was a lot less bad than I thought it was gonna be. With that freaking warning, I expected to see people's heads getting smashed in. Well, we saw Willie get ripped apart, but I expected so much worse. I expected from like the halfway point. That's why I had to pause halfway and get like all my feelings out, because I expected like things to like blow up. But then the story and then the reveal, everything was so good. Fucking great. Okay. Oof, do I even want to do a review? I just want to give it a 10 out of 10. Do I need to do a review? I have like 8 more minutes. Is there anything I want to particularly say? I'm gonna just finish it here. I'm not gonna post a review because there's nothing that I can say. There's nothing that I can add that I haven't already said, you know? So here's my notes. If you wanna just check the link in the description. I am trying my best to learn a little bit about World War I and II, because there seems to be a lot of similarities or inspiration taken from war. And for example, there's a picture here, Battle of Somme. It seems like this seems like where they fought, you know? So I just think that whether or not it took inspiration from war stories like that and lessons that we can learn from war, I don't know if Attack on Titan is the mangaka's way to share his opinion. What did he learn from war? Does he have maybe a solution or something to our humanity's endless wars? maybe it's like his way of like sharing what he's learned and maybe how he thinks we could I don't know. But so you can go read my notes. I've only started learning or started writing mostly about World War One, and like I said, I tried to this is a quote from Martin Luther King. Apparently, I don't know, quotes are apparently online, you can't trust, oh, that guy said that, but it could have been someone else. But I mean, Martin Luther King said a lot of amazing things. This quote seems to be attributed to him. If we do an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, we will be a blind and a toothless nation. You know, and that's, I feel like that's the kind of messages that I'm getting here with the, not only from learning about World War One, and then next I'm going to learn about a little bit more about World War Two. But even in Attack on Titan, that wheel, because it's always an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. The wheel keeps turning. I'm the same as you, and then you, but you knew better, Eren. But the problem is, people always have a choice, okay? This is fiction though, and the Titans are magic. No, not magic, but Titans don't exist in the real world. So if anyone didn't have a choice, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna be that person. Like, what Eren's doing is freaking wrong. He needed to be stopped before. Like, if only Reiner in that moment, if he was like showing, oh, I'm transforming now. If Reiner had snapped his neck in that moment to save people from being murdered, I would have been like, well, he didn't have a choice right there, because he was just defending everyone that was going to die if Eren transforms. So if Reiner had killed Eren right then and there, I would have been like, whoa. That was, maybe not, oh, he didn't have a choice, because he also could not have killed him, or just knocked him out, I don't know. There were definitely other choices, but my point when I say here, he didn't have a choice, is just like, in that moment, shit, people are gonna die. I see him transforming. If it was at all possible for him to just snap Eren's neck right there mid-transformation, I mean, I would not have been mad. I would have understood that. Because he kept saying, I'm the same as you, I'm the same as you. His intentions were clearly to, like, and that's a problem. Because it's wrong. I do think it's wrong. But here's my point about this is fiction. He's a Titan. They're fictional creatures, fictional powers. The eyes, we know by now with the eyes, it's like a vow or something that is carried down, like that will is forced upon. In real life, as difficult as it is to admit, we always have a choice. Almost always. Like, I'm sure people are going to say, well, what if someone does this to you? Did you have a choice? Like, okay, when something happens to you, I get like if someone forces you, like that's not, but I mean with your actions or your own actions, you always have a choice. That's what I'm trying to get at. But in this show, it's a fictional world, and there's a fictional power called this Titan powers, and it's been established in the show with those eyes that it's like something that's forced upon them, a will, okay? So if anyone didn't have a choice, Eren didn't have a choice, because he's controlled by the Attack Titan's will. But that doesn't exempt him. If he can't even control his own actions, he's a danger to himself and the world, and should anyway be stopped, locked up. So even though he literally doesn't have a choice, because it's this supernatural power that forces the Attack Titan's will onto him, even though he knows better, he goes and does that. So even though he literally doesn't have a choice, he still should be restrained. Like, but now it's too late. Fucking killed Willie. I'm sad. But anyway, so my notes are here. I still need to learn about World War II. Gonna be doing my research within the next week. Yesterday, like I said, I spent just 3 hours. That's all I could manage to find time for. And it was only yesterday where I found 3 hours to do some research on World War I as much as I could, talk to people about it. And I still need to, someone sent me this last time. It was about, I don't know how it or why it was brought up. I can't remember, but something about, with regards to your question about Germans, many ethnic German communities many ethnic German communities in several European countries were ethnically cleansed through mass expulsions to Germany mainly, although plenty of killing occurred after World War II. So I asked, do you have any source so I can read more about this? So then here's the source. I have not read this yet though, so but if you guys want, that's also in my notes. Everything's in my notes. So I have a lot of research to do, and I think it's very relevant to Attack on Titan. I think it deepens our understanding and appreciation. It deepens my understanding and appreciation of the story, learning about all these different things and seeing how that fucking wheel that keeps turning. It's like in another show where a certain character said, I'm going to break the wheel. But in the end, the character stared into the abyss and the abyss stared back. In other words, they became the monster. Too rushed, in my opinion. There was no slow regression of the character. It happened like bam, and that's why the season was not great. But that wheel, can we stop it? No, because people don't learn. They keep making excuses and justifying bad behavior. And then they're like, well, this was done to me, and this and this and this, so I'm just going to do this and this and this. And no one needs to be held responsible because victim wars, everyone's a victim. But then you don't, if you're just everyone's a victim, then people perpetuate that because they see themselves as the victim. So then the oppressed just becomes the oppressor. And the wheel keeps turning. Sorry. I told myself at the beginning of this video that you're going to stay calm. You're going to not get emotional and talk so that people will want to listen to you and maybe even consider, what you're saying. Because it's very difficult to do that when someone is like getting passionate. I know, because people go like, boop, walls up. But it's very difficult because I wear my heels on my, and it's just difficult coming out of the episode right now and all that vindicated emotions right now welling up inside of me and like, and the excitement of it being fiction, and being like well done, the visuals, everything, like 10 out of 10 for the whole episode. So that excitement that now makes it difficult for me to like be cool, talk like a normal person. But maybe if I give myself some time, maybe I'll do an afterthought sometime throughout the week, because right now I just feel like I said enough. I love the episode. I look forward to next week. Thank you guys for watching with me. I will see you then. Bye.